Welcome to the whatever.
The Ride or Die Podcast.
Yeah.
Say it.
The Ride or Die Podcast.
Welcome to the Ride or Die Podcast, everybody. It's been a minute since I've done this, and it's probably gonna be a minute next time I do it too, because I had my daughter for the last 2 weeks, and I just don't have time for it. This is just a hobby for when I don't have my daughter. And after this, I did this podcast earlier, and I didn't like the way it turned out. I thought I could do it better, and I used to have stuff on my computer. And I kind of look at it, but actually I sat down and wrote everything down because I think this topic is fairly important. It's about mental health. These days mental health is a huge thing, and I've been seeing it all over social media. And someone's like, hey, what do you do for mental health? Or, my mental health this, or what do you guys do? It's like, man, mental health is, to me, it's easy. To me, it's fine. I can control my mindset for the most part. Yeah, some days get worse than others, but hey, I've had these last 2 months a couple months ago it was really stressful. It was so stressful. I'll be honest here. Like, my best friend up and left me. They decided I wasn't good enough for their life, or they didn't want me in their life, or however you want to put it. Then they made it very clear they don't want me to contact them again. And it's like, that's cool, man. I can't do anything about that. You gotta go do you. Will I ever talk to them again? Probably not. I'm not. I'm my mindset is I'm never gonna talk to them again, and that's how I'm gonna live my life. And that's how you should when people leave your life. That is what it is. People come in out of your life for whatever reasons, but that's not the situation I'm talking about. I'm talking about the things I do, especially with that situation, that didn't make me freak out. These habits that I have for my mental health really saved me, because if I didn't have these, I would have been I was heartbroken, but I would have been in the ruts, man. I would have been struggling. And I'm just glad I have these habits. Oh, by the way, it is literally 11:55 in the morning, or in the evening. Actually, it's almost midnight in the morning. Here's my pup. Hi, Burley. He's hanging out with me today. He's such a sweet little dog. Man. Okay, so let's just get into number one. Number one is be happy by yourself. There's a quote I got down here. If you're lonely by yourself, then you're in bad company. And that quote just speaks volumes to me. It's true, right? If you can't be happy by yourself, you can't rely on other people for happiness, right? Because sooner or later you're gonna be by yourself. Sooner or later you're gonna go home by yourself, or your friends aren't gonna be there, or you're gonna get an argument with your friends, and you gotta be happy by yourself, man. I'm like, if I'm not dating somebody, most likely I'm by myself. I got my daughter. Even when I'm with friends, I feel like I'm by myself, because my mindset with some of the people I hang out with are completely different from other people. And it is what it is. I've always felt like I'm by myself in my own world, but I guess I've been living this way my whole life. So I'm probably good about being by myself. I don't know. I just think you can't rely on friends and family for your happiness. And at least I don't. I don't. I do talk to my a couple of my friends, like my friend Anna. We'll go. I'll call her, and we'll gossip and BS, and do this and that. And if I have a question or anything like that, I usually call my sister Miranda or my sister Marina. Other than that, I really don't talk to anybody, especially in Fargo. I really don't got anything. I'm kind of over this place, to be honest. But that's another story. But yeah, just you gotta find happiness in yourself, and finding happiness in yourself is you got to be doing stuff. And that's what's gonna come into my next one. Is you gotta have number two, is that you gotta have hobbies. And I got a buttload of hobbies. One, being this podcast. Hey, Podcast City. It's the Ride or Die Podcast. What are you crawling around for? But I got I'm gonna go through this list and I'm gonna talk about some that are important. And my number one is Jujutsu. I've been doing Jujutsu for 11 years now, and it's every time I go there, all my stresses, all my problems, they're gone. Like struggling and working out, and it's all that stuff is just it's so good for your mental health and your physical health, right? Motorcycle rides, man. The other day, like earlier today, I did my podcast and I got done around 4 o'clock and I looked at the weather and I was like, 80 degrees. Yeah, I'm going to go take a little motorcycle trip. I drove down to DL. Oh, excuse me. I just burped. Rode down to DL. Basically just did a lap and came back. It was wonderful. Like the weather was good and I haven't got on the bike for a while since I have my daughter. Yeah, we do little trips around town, but it's something that I absolutely love and I'm going to continue doing it. And I wish I could do it more. Actually, I wish I could go to Sturgis, but that's not going to pan out. That's such a bummer. Yoga. I do yoga at least once a week when I'm home. And there's arts and crafts. I do a lot of arts. Some of these are from another person, but I love them. I love everything. I love, I don't know if you can see this. I love this skull and the helmet. My Vegeta and I like arts and crafts, man. Art is sweet. I love drawing. I'm not good at drawing. I'm very getting into painting. I've been, we did these skateboards over here and it's something, right? You do something, you look at it and you're just proud of it, man. Arts and crafts, it's dope. Do it. Snowboard, skateboarding. I don't do it that much, but I do it. Small business. That's a hobby, man. That goes back to arts, man. I did this Yeti cup. It's I think it's the color's copper. I did my sunglasses that same color. It's I think that color's dope. I love it. I've been working on the house, right? If you got a place or your bedroom or whatever, and my friend Megan, she actually gave me all her rock around her house because she wants to put mulch down. So I've been grabbing a rock little by little bit and putting it around my house. And man, that's work. Man, that is actually a lot of work. I don't like that. I already talked about this podcast. Travel, man. I'm planning a trip. I wanted to do in September, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to do in October, but that's not going to happen. But November, I'm really going to try. If my brother can't go, I'm just going to go by myself. I'm going to go down to New Mexico, and they have the biggest bungee jump in North America. It's like 1,000 and some feet. Just can't wait. I haven't been bungee jumping since New Zealand, and that was like 2010, something like that. I don't know. It was a long time ago. But I really want to do that again. I'm starting to play guitar. I got my dad's old guitar from when he was younger. I basically just flicker my fingers on the chords and make beats, and I'm trying to learn the chords, but it's kind of hard to self-teach guitar. When I don't got my daughter over the summer and I get her back for the 1 week in a month, I'm gonna try to spend an hour every morning just I like to play. I got a lot of ideas for when I would play guitar, and I'm not gonna tell you those because that's for something special. And my dog. What? Come here. You want to be in the camera? Come here. Up, up, up. Yeah. Hey, say hi to Broly. Say hi, Broly. Okay, lay down, okay? Lay down. I've been working with my dog. He used to have like a lot of anxiety, and he'd crap in places and he'd tear stuff up. And he doesn't do that anymore. So I think that the hard work that we put into him being the little cute mutt that he is, it's been really paying off. We used to, in the house, we had to I had to keep the gates up, and he could just be in the kitchen area. Now we don't even have to do that. He just roams free and just chills out. And if I leave, I don't have to worry about it. And all of his anxiety is gone for the most part. I think he gets really sad when I leave, though. I feel bad for him. So yeah, have hobbies. What else do I got here? Oh, this one. This one's a rough one. This one took me a long time to learn. I learned it years ago, but it's hard to do. But this one is forgive and let go. I can't say I don't know that many people really, but I know people that just hold a grudge. Like you do something in their past and they'll hold that grudge for the rest of their life. I know people that hold grudges from high school and stuff. It's like, man, what is that? Who cares? Who cares? That was years ago, man. Let go, forgive and let go, man. It's when you hold on to that negative injury, and I'm not trying to sound like hippy dippy, whatever, but when you hold on to that negative energy, it just rots your soul, man. And then it gets brought up and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Then you see this person or you see this thing and you don't like it, and that dislike and hate just grows, and it just, oh man, it's just energy I don't want. Like I don't understand how people can just hold on to grudges. Like it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Now I don't understand. Back then, when I used to think differently, I got it. I understood why you'd hold grudge, because you want to win. You don't want that person to beat you. You don't want that person to have that thing over you. I get it. But now I don't. Because who cares? Who cares if someone leaves your life? Who cares if you're almost going to lose your job? There's a couple times with the oil field, I almost lost my job. And I stressed out over and over, like, am I going to be able to come to work? And everything panned out. So I stressed out for nothing. Just like my Jeep. I don't know if I told this story or not, but my Jeep had basically, I had an accident with my Jeep. Everything ran fine. And then I took it in, and then it didn't run fine. And I was on my way, and it was just a mess. I had to get a tow. I was in a random spot in town where I couldn't get a ride from the tow truck. So the tow truck got it. So I was like, whatever, when I'm done with this, I'll just get an Uber. Couldn't get an Uber, couldn't get a Lyft. And Lyft even charged me. That Lyft they charged me. They charged me $7 for not even getting a ride. Those guys. Oh well, whatever, lesson learned. So I call a taxi, and the taxi's like, I'm 45 minutes out. I was like, geez. So I'm walking, I'm about like 6 miles away from my house, and I'm like, I got no one to call. This sucks. I was like, and I couldn't do anything. And finally, my friend Alex got off work, and he came and picked me up. But I was like, it was stressful. Like, I didn't freak out. I was like, this sucks. This definitely sucks. Just thinking that day, and I remember that I called that guy when at a Carwin, and I'm like, hey man, my vehicle worked before you guys used it, and like, yeah, we can't do anything about it. Well, I'm like, whatever. On with life. But yeah, man, who cares? If you can't control it, let it go. That's some of the best advice I've ever heard. It's, who cares? Like, if it doesn't matter, right? That's all I'm going to say. Forgive, let go. Number 4 is meditate/pray. I pray. I call it meditation too, because I think people get weird when you say you pray. I don't know why. I'm Catholic. I say the rosary every morning. I never pray for myself. I pray for guidance. I pray for my daughter. I pray for that person that was in my life. I pray for my family. I pray for everything, because I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be happy. Man, I want everything to work out the way it's supposed to work out. And that's why I pray. And even meditation, sometimes I'll go outside in the morning and just breathe in that morning air, and is especially like after a rainfall and there's dew on the grass, and it's relaxing, right? Man, meditation and prayer, that's big, right? I don't believe in the word hope. I think hope is a weird word. Hope has nothing behind it, and I don't like hope. I don't like the idea of putting, like, I hope this happens, and you're putting it to nothing. You're putting it to absolutely nothing. Hope has nothing. You is just a BS word to make people feel good. But I do like the word faith. Faith, when you say I have faith, you have faith in a person, you have faith in a higher being, right? You're giving it to somebody else. That way you can let go of it. When you give it up to hope, you're still holding on to it. No, man, give it to faith. Have faith everything will work out. Have faith that person will do good. Have faith your job's going to pan out. Man, I don't know if that makes sense to you. I had an argument with my buddy Chris from work, and he loves the word hope. Man, I just don't like the word hope. I just don't. I think there's nothing behind it. I think it's something you hold on to, and when you, like I said before, if you say you have faith, you're putting all that faith in them, and then you can let it go. Boom, done. Oh, exercise. Number 5 is exercise, healthy eating. Exercise is big, right? I used to be really big, and I've made some mistakes. I used to tell people every day you need to do something for your body, and I do that. But that's what I do. But everybody can't be everyday savages, and I don't do that much. I do like a half hour a day, or I go to Jujutsu gym, and I do stuff like that, and that's me, right? I can't put that on other people, and that's one mistake I've made in my life. I used to put that on, well, it don't matter, but I used to put that on other people. But if I would say anything, 3 days a week, you should do something for your body. You need to get the heart rate up. You need to burn some calories. Your body's made to move. Your body's made to struggle, because the more it struggles, the more it grows. And that's the same with the mind too, if you really think about it. Yeah, 3 days a week. Plan it out. An hour a day, half hour a day. Go for a walk. Go for a run. Do something. Yoga. Jiu-jitsu, kickboxing. Oh man, I believe they're doing that a women's jiu-jitsu class again at Academy of Combat Arts here in Fargo. My friend Crystal, she has hot yogi south of Fargo. I love going there. I was gonna go there here at 6 a.m, but I doubt that's gonna happen since it's midnight now. But I had to get this podcast. I had to get this podcast on tape. Eat healthy, man. That's everybody. I hate when people say, "Oh, I deserve this burger. Ooh, I deserve this ice cream." No, you deserve to eat healthy. Man, that's what you deserve. Your body needs healthy. It doesn't need all that other stuff that you put into it. And I've been actually cooking a lot more. I've been, hey, Broly, get over here. Go lay down. What are you sniffing around for? Lay down. Lay down. That's not laying down. Lay down. I'm sorry, everybody. He's just taking spins. Broly. Lay down. All right. I'm going to ignore you. Back to me. I'm going to ignore you. Yeah, I've been starting eating more. I actually started getting the avocados. I used to always pick my avocados off and feed them to whoever else was on the table. But I was talking to this guy at work, and he's like, "Yeah, I love avocados. They increase your testosterone." I'm like, "Ooh, my testosterone is in the midway point of testosterone levels, and testosterone levels are retarded." I shouldn't say that word. I apologize. Testosterone levels, their chart is ridiculous. It's the healthy range is from 200 to 1200 or something like that, and that's a huge range. So if I ever wanted to get on TRT or a testosterone supplement, I would have to be below 200. I'm at like right around 500. I'm at that midway point. I'm average. I'm nothing special. But yeah, so I started even first. I got those little like plastic things. I had that plastic over and I eat it like that. And I was like, this stuff sucks. Like I don't like that. Blah, blah. But I was at the store the other day and I saw my daughter and I was like, oh, we'll get real avocados. And I like that. And like, I don't eat it raw, but my daughter does. And I just put it on my burritos and sandwiches and chicken sandwiches. And I've been, bacon lumber. I'm really bad at bacon. I even know bacon's not even that hard. But the other day I made this chicken wrap and cream cheese. It was a mess. It was such a mess. I couldn't believe it. But I put it in. I was like, it's all done. I cut it up and it was still pink inside. So I put it all back together and I put it in for longer and I brought it out, cut it out, still pink inside. I'm like, I am not good at cooking. Not good at all. And I finally got it, but it was basically mashed potatoes, chicken breast, basically. It was bad. It tasted good since it was all still there, but it didn't look edible. So yeah, man, it's exercise and eat healthy, man. It'll change your life. It really will. And you don't have to be, huge or thin. I've come to realize that that's not for everybody. It's not for everybody to be completely thin and having a six pack and all that stuff. I learned that. Yeah, it kind of sucks that I had to learn that, but people do things differently. So I'm not really I'm not body shaming or anything like that people say. Like, I get it, but if you're unhealthy, you're unhealthy. If you work out, you work out. That's simple as. If you're overweight, work out. I'm not overweight. Actually, I'm probably a little bit underweight to be honest right now, but that's just because I run a lot. I just don't carry any fat on me really anymore, and it just kills all your fat cells. Well, not kills all, it burns all your fat cells. And yeah, man, this running will lose all your weight. Plus eating healthy. That's the big one. Abs are made in the kitchen. That's what they say. Yeah, man. Number 6 is have goals. Uh, Goals are huge. Goals, get you something to focus on. Like I'm doing this Cerakote business, and I'm actually really upset with myself because I haven't. I've done a lot of cool stuff lately. A lot of cool stuff, and I'm getting more calls and stuff. And I was at Shields and I was talking about someone. I did my sunglasses, and I don't have them in here, but they came out really cool. I did a camo pattern, and the guy's like, "Oh, can I have your business card?" And I'm like, "I don't have a business card." Well, I'm an idiot. And I was like, I got social media, Fargo Cerakote. And I felt bad. I felt bad for myself. Like, why don't you have a business card? Like, what are you doing? Like, so now I got to go make business cards. And I'm going to make pamphlets. And hopefully I talked to the manager at Shields. And hopefully they let me put my pamphlet in their little brochure area. I really hope so. I would like this is my goal. My goal is to get a steady business where maybe I can quit Neighbors Drilling, and that's who I work for. Quit Neighbors, get a Monday through Thursday job, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. It wouldn't matter, but that way I can get my health insurance and keep getting my daughter health insurance, and I have still an income, and I can be home. And honestly, like I said, I don't even want to be in Fargo anymore. I'm kind of over this place, and I kind of want to move to Rapid City just because Wyoming's right there, Colorado's right there, South Dakota's gorgeous. I really enjoy the little bit of time I got to do in some national parks, and I'm really jealous of my past self that I'm not doing that right now. I'm actually really bummed on it is what it is. But that's something I want to do. I might rent my house out, and this ain't something that's gonna be right now. It's maybe a year down the road, especially once I get everything paid off and get a little tiny house. And my parents have a cabin down in South Dakota and some extra land, and I'm just gonna put this tiny house in the back corner, and I'm gonna live there. That's kind of my idea I got going on in my head right now. And then Minneapolis, I can fly from Rapid City to Minneapolis, so I wouldn't have to drive it anymore. It's a fun thought. Plus, it's Rapid City. There's a good jiu-jitsu gym down there, and it's a very passionate thought in my head. Just like this business, I'm like, even with this business, I can take it down there and do it down there too. South Dakota people have a lot of guns and stuff that I can make all pretty. What were we talking about? Goals. Oh yeah, exercise goals, job. Get goals in your jobs. Just find something. Just find something that you wake up that you want to get done. Stuff around the house. It goes the same with hobbies, man. You need something. You need that art project. You need to get the lawn done or something. That lawn one was kind of silly, but you know what I'm saying? You got to have something. You got to wake up and want to get something done. At least that's how I think about it. Like I wake up and I get up, make my coffee, I say my prayers, I feed my dog. I take my dog out first, and I feed my dog, and then I write a list of what I need to get done. I actually have a list on my mirror. I got a little whiteboard marker in there, and actually my daughter, she was really acting suspicious earlier today, and so we left and we did our pick up and drop off over in the mall, and I came back and I walked in the bathroom, and there's a little note that says hey, or hi dad, I miss you. I'm tearing up because I love that girl, man. She's my everything. She's my everything, man. She's very kind, and she's one of my goals too, man. I want to be the best father for her as possible. I do, and I want to be that. I want to be that guy she looks at when she starts dating. I want to be a guy like dad. I want to meet a confident, happy person that likes to get stuff done, that treats her well, and that's what I want to be. One second. Okay. I'm gonna stop talking about that because that's gonna kill me. Because that little girl is just everything to me. She really is. She's gorgeous. She's my everything. Uh, now I've been doing this for a little bit now. My number 7 is get a journal. And what comes with it's basically a diary. It don't matter how you look at it. Uh, but journals, man, I've only been doing it for about a month. And of course I only write in it when I'm upset or when something happens. And what I like about it, and I didn't think I'd ever like it, but what I like about it is when I'm angry, I write in it. When I'm sad, I write in it. When I do a little bit of happy stuff, but the thing about writing the sad stuff down and the mad stuff down, you can look back at it when you're in a more clear mind. And I got all kinds of stuff in here. I'm not gonna show everything. Like I literally have, if you can read that, burn when finished, because I got some secrets in here. I don't want anybody to know. This is why I don't have to vent to friends or anything like that, because I write it down, and then when I get in a clear mind, I can go over it again. And I got even my first page, I even got little stickers in there. I got this little Polaroid zip, and that way I could put a picture to some of the situations. But my first one is a whole thing about arguments, like how to deal with arguments, how to actually argue. And it's a big thing. And I'm probably gonna have a podcast just about how not to argue, or how to argue, I should say, or maybe a little bit of both. But yeah, it's everything I need to do to argue correctly. And if I do it right, it's not arguing. It's putting your opinions out there and listening to other people's opinions, and not trying to make it a competition. That was my big thing when I was just me in general, is when I'm in an argument, I make it a competition, because I'm a very competitive person. And so I write these things down, and I got a lot of good stuff in here. But like I said, I'm burning this mother effer when this thing's full. I got a fire pit outside. I got actually a lot of stuff in the house that I don't need anymore. That's probably gonna go in that fire pit too. But that's another story for no one to know. Yeah, get a journal, man. It's cool. It's not like you can call it what it is, a journal, diary, but the fact that I can get mad and calm myself down, or while I'm mad, write in this, and then when I'm not bad, in a more focused mind, I can look at her and man, I'm a dummy. Why did I think like that? Why was I so upset? So that's basically that's that podcast. That's the done with it. I do got a quote. Pain is. Let's see if I can't read this word. I had to look up this word. I'm so bad, but actually that's another thing. My penmanship's getting better, and my spelling's getting a little bit better. Let me I can't read this word. Pain is why can't I do this? Why can't I read this word? I just looked it up. Oh, inevitable. There we go. Inevitable. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm actually really not sorry, but I'm sorry. That's probably a little bit of dead space in there. But pain is inevitable, and suffering is option. And that's true, right? You're gonna feel pain, but you're only gonna feel a little bit if you choose not to suffer. How do you choose not to suffer? You can go do these things that I told you, right? Focus on your mind, focus on your body, have things to do. Even with this little journal, when I get down, what did I do to make myself get down? I always ask questions, why do I feel this way? What made me feel this way? And then you can go back 12 hours and kind of look at your day. What'd you do? You really got to study yourself, right? If you want a good mental health and be happy for most of the time, you can't be happy all the time, but for most of the time, you got to study yourself. You got to realize what makes you happy and what makes you sad. But sometimes the same things make you happy and sad. That's why I don't really have that many friends, because I remember growing up, I used to have friends, and then my friends, me and them would argue, and then it was a sad time, and then we would get along, and then it was good times, and it was sad times. It was a teeter-totter, and that's not healthy. That's very toxic. And I'm not about that negative toxic energy anymore. I don't want none of that. But I guess that's it. I'm gonna let this go, man. Train hard, do good. Wait. Train hard, be good. Oh, now I forgot this. Jeez, what is wrong with this? Way too hard. Train hard, do good, be kind. Boom. Love you all. Good night.